disappointment to be eliminated, but I think that it's what you do after the fact that shows character. And for me, I love writing music so much. That's my number one passion, of course, singing, of course. But to be able to possibly write my own record would just be my dream of all time. So they're very supportive in that as well. So I think we're doing pretty good.
This is Gianna. I didn't know if I should have talked. But my mom's taking it really well as my dad. In their eyes, I'm already a winner because making it past top 10 for both me and Olivia, or making it to top 10 for me and Olivia, is just a winner in its own, because passing all of these thousands of people, no matter whether we would have won American Idol or whether we would have gotten kicked off when we were top 50, the thing is that, like she said, it's what happens after the show, and you just want to keep pushing your career, and I expect that me and Olivia will be doing a lot in our future. I feel like when I pray, everything just goes away, and then, I don't know, you don't know this because, sorry, but backstage, I always just like do the Father, Son, Holy Spirit really quick before I go on, and I feel like the judges started noticing it, because by like the last performance they started smiling, and then Harry actually said something to me. He told me backstage that it's so good that I have faith, because that's really what gets you through this kind of industry, because you always need like something that's gonna keep you like yourself and remain humble, so definitely that.
It's Olivia. It was absolutely phenomenal. To get to work with David Cook was a dream come true. Seeing him on the show was really inspirational for me, and to actually get to work with him, to get to meet him and talk like backstage, and he was helping me with my in-ears because I had never used in-ear monitors before. So it was really interesting because he was helping me through that transition. And he's a great guy, and it was such an amazing experience to actually get to share the stage with a legend like that.
This is Gianna. I feel like it was an amazing privilege when I got to sing with Nick Fattiani, not only because he was last year's winner, so he's like fresh out of the Idol scene. So he knew like a lot what was going through my head, because as you know, last year there was a lot of younger contestants, so they were kind of like his little brother and his little sisters and stuff like that. So he knows how to handle his minors a lot, which is really cool. And he definitely was a great mentor, because he really helped me just let loose and have fun with it. And I personally feel like that the duet was the most fun I've had on Idol the entire time I've been on it.
My favorite on-camera moment was when the judges started talking about my merchandise for touring, and they said that it should say, "Olivia rocks, yes she does," and I really want to make a t-shirt out of that, because I think it's the coolest thing that anyone said.
This is Gianna. My favorite memory of an on-camera moment was definitely when I got to sing with Demi, and although it was the same night that I got eliminated, I feel like that's definitely a night to remember, and I'm really lucky to like have been there that night, because not every 15-year-old gets to say that they perform with Demi Lovato, and I'm a huge fan of hers, and all my friends actually paid money to go to VIP to go see her, and I didn't have that kind of money, so I couldn't go, and then to find out that I was performing with her was extremely insane.
There, and you're standing there, and you have no idea what the judges are thinking. You know, you cannot read their faces, and you have to realize, okay, well, this could happen any time, and I think you have to definitely give your best performance every single time, and know that it could be your last. And so that was probably the most difficult, was to say goodbye to everyone and have to go.
This is Gianna. I feel like my most difficult part during Idol was getting out of my comfort zone and trying to have a little bit more stage presence and feel the songs. Because being 15, I haven't went through a lot of this stuff that some of the songs that I sing about went through, like whether it's like divorce or like if somebody dies. So I haven't really went through that stuff. So it's a little bit hard for me to connect, but I feel like you shouldn't just sing words, you should sing a story, and you should make the crowd feel something as if you had wrote the song. And as for the stage presence, I feel like I was super shy before, so for me to have a sassier side to me, as some people had seen when I performed I Put a Spell on You, Annie Lennox. It was just insane. So it was really just a privilege, this entire experience.
I would say the best advice that I've gotten is, this is Olivia, by the way, is to stay true to yourself, because everyone has opinions. Everyone has, you should do this song. You should do it in this style. But I think the most important thing to do is to come in with your true artistry and know who you are and stay with that.
This is Gianna. I feel like the best piece of advice that I've gotten is perform every performance like it could be the last, because you don't ever know when your last performance would be. And just always have fun up there. Always be yourself.
I actually don't think it affected the way we performed. In fact, it may have actually increased it. It may have actually improved our performances, because we had something to live for. We had something at the end of the tunnel where we have to be better than this person, or you know what I mean? So it was definitely intense when we were sitting in the chairs waiting for our names to be called, because as you know, you sit there and you're just starting to count the faces, and you're like, oh, they're really good. Okay, their performances were amazing last week. Okay. So it's definitely intense, but I definitely think it did not affect the performance. In fact, it may have just improved upon it.
This is Gianna. I feel like I prepared myself to be in bottom 3 because I know I could have done way better performances last week, but not only that, I always want to prepare myself for the worst, because last week I got really emotional when I saw some friends go home, and then I was happy and I was nervous, and all these emotions combined, which caused for a shaky performance. So I just prepared myself for the worst thing to happen, because I didn't want to have to go up and be in bottom 3 and start crying and unprepared. So whether I was right away through to top 8 or if I was in the bottom 3 like I would have still gave the same performance, which was with every piece of my being singing.
Well, I feel like the song that I ended up choosing definitely is not a vulnerable song. But I do think it's funny, because I went into this week with a very vulnerable song. I was going to do Killing Me Softly by Roberta Flack. And then they kind of were like, I don't know, I think maybe you should do a more upbeat song. So then I came back with Trouble. And I probably should have done more of a mellow song to showcase more of my voice, and to just maybe perhaps sit on a stool or something, and just really focus on the emotion of the song. For Trouble, it was really fun for me, because I just let everything go. Any thoughts that were in my mind honestly just fell away when I started the song, and that was really refreshing for me, because in this competition, you're always stressed, oh my gosh, was I better than this person or that person? And I felt like this last performance, I wasn't doing that, and that was really nice to just let go. So I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in and for voting for me. You guys are absolutely amazing. I absolutely love all of my rock stars out there. #rockstars. You are amazing. I had such an amazing experience on American Idol. I definitely will never forget any part of it. If you guys want to stay up with me, if I'm making an album or if I'm touring, you guys can follow me on social media. All of my social media is under Olivia Rocks, ROX, except for my YouTube channel, which is Olivia Rocks Music. So please, pretty please follow me. I also have a web series called Roxymentary that has been going on for about a year now. So if you guys want to follow that, you can kind of just see a real-time blog of my life through music. And thank you guys so much for everything. I love you all. Bye.
This is Gianna. I just want to say thank you to all of my OGs, which is original fans. And I just wanted to say thank you for always supporting me in what I do and always staying by my side through the hard times and the good times. And I just want to say that this experience of being on Idol was extremely amazing. We worked, both of us, super, super hard to get to the point that we were. And I feel like in my own way, I was a winner in my mom's eyes and my dad's and everybody in my family's, and even in my eyes, just because making top 10 is the hardest thing ever, especially being only 15. So it means so much to me, and I just want to let you know that I'm not giving up writing. I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to keep doing everything that you have to do to get in this industry, and I'm so ready. If you guys want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on my Facebook, which is Gianna Isabella Music, my Twitter, which is Gianna Isabella, and my Instagram, which is Gianna Isabella Petrone, Petrone.